name's Dakota. I'm a dog lover and dog gear enthusiast, and today I'm going to be reviewing the SpotOn GPS fence. We're going to be covering everything from unboxing the collar, setting up the collar, creating fence boundaries, training it, and the collar from a dog and dog mom's perspective. Let's go ahead and start unboxing. When you get your box, you're going to go ahead and open it, and inside you're going to immediately see the collar. Lift the cardboard insert, and there are going to be two guides, the quick start guide and then the user guide. Under all that, we have the quick charge charging brick, which the collar will set in and charge. It also comes with the cable and the charging cube that you'll plug into your wall. And then it comes with two sets of contact points. So these are going to be the long hair contact points if you choose to use the static correction. These are for longer hair dogs, of course. And then we have the short hair contact points, which are going to be for shorter hair dogs. And then we have this little guy, which you use this to help screw the contacts into the collar, as well as test them for the static correction to make sure that is working properly. First off, what is a GPS fence? A dog GPS fence is a wireless dog containment system that uses GPS technology to create a virtual boundary around your yard or property. Unlike in-ground buried wire fences, this technology is all packed into a collar and runs off an app on your phone, giving you tremendous flexibility and unlocking amazing features that traditional fencing and alternatives don't have. This collar is a technological marvel, packing a lot of features into a wearable device for your dog. That being said, it is bigger than your dog's regular collar and weighs about 1.5 pounds. This collar is suited best for dogs with a neck size of at least 10 inches, so this really isn't suited for tiny pups. It does come in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Okay, let's get the collar charged up while I set up the app. The one thing I really love about SpotOn is that they don't force you to purchase a subscription plan to use the product, since cellular is what activates the tracking, but not the actual GPS containment functionality. Right now, I'm in a suburban setting and I have great cellular coverage, so the additional fee is worth those features. But my dream is to move to the mountains, and up there, there's a strong possibility that I wouldn't have that coverage. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to create a fence by walking the fence perimeter. So in the app, I'm going to hit create fence, walk the fence perimeter, and I'm going to hit get started. So I am outside and ready. I'm going to make sure the GPS antenna is pointed skywards and the app is going to find it. Alright, it found it, and I'm going to hit start, and I'm going to walk the fence perimeter, keeping in mind that I need to stay about 15 feet away from any roads. So let's get started. Okay, so it knows that I'm close to the starting point, so I am going to hit finish now. And then it wants me to name my fence, so I'm going to put backyard, save fence, done. And now it is saving the fence. All right, perfect. Now we are going to test the fence boundary. Okay, I went ahead and laid out a rope and some cones on where the boundary should be. And we're going to go ahead and cross over that and just hear the different tones that the collar does. The first tone is like a nice ding-dong tone, and the second tone is a little bit harsher of a tone. It's a steady beep, and I have the static and vibration turned off right now. So let's go ahead and test that and hear these tones. I'm holding the collars close to the mic so you guys can hopefully hear them. Okay, so there's that first tone. And then as we keep going, you hear that harsher tone. And then if the static was on or the vibrate, if you kept going, that would turn on. And then my phone also just let me know that the dog has left the boundary. So that is pretty accurate. Another way to create a fence is by drawing it within your app. Select Draw the Fence Perimeter and tap the third icon down on the top right to decide whether you want a circle or square perimeter to start. Set it down to your approximate yard size and then edit as needed. GPS technology is ideal for wooded properties or those with challenging terrain that traditional fencing cannot accommodate. Simply pause the fence creation process, navigate around the obstacle, and then resume when you're ready to continue. You can edit your fences at any time, and you can save up to 20 and turn them on and off as you need. If you need to, you can always delete one and create another. Keep in mind that with all GPS technology, there could be boundary drift. To account for that, you should always build in a buffer zone of 15 to 30 feet away from roads and hazards. Another awesome feature is the keep out zones. This lets you create custom shaped off-limits areas within your fences. Set up fences inside your fence to keep your dog out of the garden, the pool, the chicken coop, or prevent playtime in the poison ivy patch. They do have a minimum size of 30 by 30 feet, but no maximum size. There are two other features to create when setting up your fence's home zone. With this feature, you can draw where your home is located within your fence. All GPS signals have a tough time with buildings and covered areas because the signals can bounce off the structure, causing unwanted false tones and corrections. With home zones, in addition to our auto detection of whether your collar is inside or outside, so your dog can wear their collar 100% of the time. All right, I'm gonna give a quick demonstration on how I would start to train my dog to respect the tone that they hear and to come back inside the boundary. So how I would do that was with a leash and a collar and a long-ish leash. I'm going to allow them to see this rope and cross over it to hear that tone. And as soon as they hear that tone, I'm going to say come and reward them with a yummy treat, okay? Come. Good, yes. Mia is very, very excited right now. Come. Good. Good girly. Okay. Come. Good. So now she's turning her head when she hears that tone, which tells me she's starting to understand it. Come. Good girly. Good job. So the reason I have the leash on is just in case she doesn't listen to my come signal. I would just pull her in kind of like a little fish. Come. Good. So she's already starting to understand the boundary. She is a very quick learner. So let's see if we can get her to do it a couple times. Come. Good girl. So that's just a quick little demonstration on how I would start to train this. There are lots of good tips within the SpotOn app as well and on the website. Good girl, Mimi. SpotOn is known for being a highly accurate GPS fence. They use the only dual feed antenna and receiver system on the market, as well as smart AI algorithms and antenna placement. It can even track your dog under trees without needing GPS calibration. It is clear that the GPS technology is incredibly accurate as proven in these tests. It's so important to use a consistent tool with our dogs to avoid confusing them, which can be difficult to correct in the long run. What I really appreciate is that the company gives you 90 days to make sure that the system works for you and your dog with their 5-star guarantee. Plus, they're a US-based company that still manufactures their collars right in New Hampshire.